Did you know you don't always have the right to fix your own stuff? And in many cases, neither does a professional.
We have a client that brought this computer in and the trackpad's not working. If this were 10, 15 years ago, I could go online and buy a standard trackpad and get it fixed, and it would probably be less than $100. But because of the design of the computer and the ability to get parts, this is going to be a $400 to $500 repair. The client just decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a new computer. So now we're stuck with this that's going into a landfill that could otherwise have great use.
People don't fix stuff nearly as often as they used to. We buy a lot more stuff, which means more costs for the public and a lot more waste going into landfills. And the aim of Right to Repair is to say, hey, this is your stuff, you bought it, you own it, and you should get the materials you need to fix it if you want to.
The right to repair is the legal opinion that consumers should have the ability to fix the products that they purchase. Commonly included products are cars, tech, and farm equipment. The language in these bills typically requires companies to provide manuals and replacement parts for their equipment. In 2012, Massachusetts became the first state to pass a right to repair bill for cars. Since then, Colorado, New York, Minnesota, California, Maine, and Oregon have all passed right to repair bills for at least one type of product. A number of states introduced right to repair legislation in 2024, including several states in the Mississippi River Basin.
In addition to the legislation that we've passed, attorneys general, the Federal Trade Commission, other regulators have said, hey, this is wrong. People should be able to fix this stuff. And they've taken some actions to crack down on some of the practices that manufacturers were using.
Most recently, the FTC filed a lawsuit against John Deere due to their unfair corporate taxes and high repair costs.
So right to repair is an issue that farmers have to deal with on a pretty regular basis. I know of farmers who have had to travel many hours and across multiple state lines just to get the parts that they need because this is such a problem.
There is definitely a software program that will be used in the course of repair. You will be given a chance to buy a redacted and limited and otherwise neutered version of this software for thousands of dollars, only to find out that it doesn't give you what you need to actually fix the equipment when something breaks.
Several Midwest states, including Kansas and Missouri, have tried to pass a right to repair bill for agricultural equipment, but those attempts were unsuccessful.
From working out in the world, I came to the family farm and saw how exuberant our machine and equipment costs are. It constitutes an incredibly large percentage of getting a crop in and taking it out and how we make our livelihood. It was incumbent upon me to figure out new ways to save money and make the farm more profitable. And being able to repair things was just at the top of that list. And so as I applied myself towards it, I found myself unable to repair a lot of different things. In addition to just the actual cost incurred in repairing things and having to pay a dealership to do that, they don't have enough technicians. They're charging us $200 an hour, and these technicians are getting $20 to $40 an hour, and yet there still aren't enough of them. It can take a week to get them out here and repair things. We have to be able to take these things down to a frame if we need to and put them back together at times. We're losing knowledge out in the countryside of people who can do that because we're limiting the number of people who have access to everything necessary to do it. It's vital for our society to ensure that these big durable goods stay in service, especially since the more money it takes us to survive out here as agriculturalists, the more taxpayers are going to have to foot the bill on.
In Kansas City, Reuseful, an organization dedicated to promoting sustainability in the area, has started hosting repair cafes.
A repair cafe is where we gather a bunch of skilled volunteers together to help people who have broken items get those fixed, not have to go out and buy a new thing and toss that one in the landfill.
I think a really cool component is that our goal too is to show people how to fix things, so eventually people develop the skills to be able to repair things on their own. We get a lot of clothing for sure. Definitely need more sewers, and that's everything from like buttons to zippers to holes and stuff, but we also see a lot of household items like toasters, lamps, computers are actually a big one.
For people who are wanting to live more sustainably, this is a way to minimize their impact on our landfills.
We have a very diverse metropolitan area, and we do have a lot of people that are lower income, or maybe don't have access to the resources to fix things or buy things when they need to be replaced. So it's a really good opportunity to be able to address that resource inequality and make sure that people have the things that they need and that they're working.
Repair cafes are gaining steam across the nation and across the world, and while they may not work for agricultural equipment, there are over 2,000 repair cafes worldwide. Head to repaircafe.org to find one near you.